Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to my channel, Data-Driven Decisions. Today we're going to talk about investing philosophy. And what do you do? The biggest danger to investing is that 97% of financial advisors, brokers, anyone related in the investment field is a shark. Um, they don't have your best interest in mind, and they will take your money, and they will take a big chunk out of it and make it their retirement. And sadly, you really don't have anyone to trust in this industry. You got to do it yourself. There's nobody you can trust because um, if you try to get help, you're just going to find yourself a shark, and they're going to have their way with you, kind of like a used car salesman will. So these people are very dangerous, and investing is a rough terrain. But I attacked this subject with books, and I've learned a lot about it. I've learned from the experts, and I know what to do. I have a plan, and I want to share it with you. So who do I follow? The most important investing book is Jack Bogle's book, Common Sense on Mutual Funds. Jack Bogle is the guy. He is the founder of Vanguard. He's got a cult of people called the Bogleheads who love him and follow him, and I am certainly one of those people. This is the most important book. This is his best book, his most popular book, just loaded with tables and facts and help you understand investing. Second is Tony Robbins' book. Now, this is a scary book. He's the one who really has the loudest voice telling average investors like myself that this is a very dangerous terrain where most people, 97%, are sharks. Only a small 3% are actual true fiduciaries who have your best interest at mind. But most fiduciaries are also brokers, and they can play one card or the other. And you can't really be both, but most are both. And all that means is they are sharks. So yeah, if you read this book, you're going to get scared out of your mind just how dangerous the field is. And you need to know it because it's true. That is what the industry is like. So, you got to do it yourself. And, this book will scare the shit out of you because he really tells it like it is. And it's an awesome book. It's a huge book, but an awesome book. All right. I think the best author, the one I like to read the most, is William Bernstein. This is The Four Pillars of Investing. This is his most famous book. It's got a second edition out too. But I think he's the best writer. He's a medical doctor. He's got this intelligent asset allocator. That's my favorite book because it's very mathy, and that's what I understand very well. And it's not for the average reader, but if you're somebody who likes math and you're very analytical and quantitative and logical, investing is such an amazing subject because that's what it's all about. So you read these books, it's just really gonna, your mind is gonna, fall in love with all the facts and numbers and the graphs and all that. So, I'm a business intelligence engineer, and I'm always trying to bring data to life, through information, through tables, through explanations, and reading investing. Jack Bogle does a wonderful job at creating analyses and generating facts about that. And basically it's just like writing a query that figures out a certain piece of information. And asking those questions is really the start of analytics. Asking questions about your data, and then finding out how to write the code to answer that question, and then getting the answer, and then finding the reasons for the answer and giving explanations and bringing those answers to light. But at the end of the day, it all starts with the question. Lastly, J.L. Collins, A Simple Path to Wealth. This is a great book. Yeah, this one's awesome. He really did a good job with this book, showing how he got rich. You know, he's not crazy rich, but he's a millionaire, and I think we all can be millionaires. I certainly want to be a millionaire. But let me share my screen. Let me show you how I did my portfolio. I think I did a great job. I went to this website called Portfolio Einstein, where it has like just tons and tons and tons of baskets of funds or portfolio asset allocations from the experts, the leading experts. Many hundreds of them. It gives the 30-year return, average yearly return of those funds, along with the standard deviation. And that's really what I want to know. You want to know risk versus return. I got the risk and return of every single portfolio, 400 or 500 of them. Plot that bitch in a scatter plot. That's what I do. I show risk versus return, and it's all there laid out, and it shows the efficient frontier, the curve. You see a wave just of dots, and the ones at the top are the ones that are really good, because those are the ones that are giving the highest return with the lowest risk. Always go for the ones that are given the most optimal return for its risk. You don't want to take on too much risk without getting the return for it. And certainly if you invest in like precious metals, that's what you'll get. Let me share my screen. All right, just like I was saying, I got a basket of 400 portfolios. I know the risk and the return. The risk is the standard deviation. The return is the average yearly return. Each is a percentage. 2% to 14% is risk. 4 to 11 is return. Got this bitch plotted. You see the efficient frontier curve. You see the shape of this. That's what you're always going to see. And the ones I picked in red are the ones with the highest return with the lowest risk. So I picked about 25 of them. I just kind of said, I want this one. Okay, what is it? I figured out, okay, it's 7.8 and 8.47. I just kind of did a control find on those numbers to find which portfolio it is of these. And then once I figured, okay, that's what I want to choose, I just did my research. It was on, most of it's on Portfolio Einstein. This is the website, Portfolio Einstein. This is, an awesome website showing tons of portfolios, tons of books. You can just find the portfolios. Let's see. We can get one. Yeah, here are all of William Bernstein's. He's my favorite author. The 4 Pillars of Investing, The Intelligent Asset Allocator, The Investor's Manifesto. So he's got his portfolios. You can, they're not showing them right here. I don't know where you find them. I found every single one. You can just Google it and find what the basket is. Every one of these portfolios, every one is an ETF portfolio, so index funds. And here are all of them. There's hundreds of them. Look at that. I got 583. So that's an awesome basket of all these portfolios. I said, okay, I just wanted to find all the portfolios out there from experts. Okay, which ones are performing the best? And I got that answer. It's right here in this plot. These are the best ones. Those are the ones I picked. Okay, so I picked those ones. That's objective one. Which ones I'm going to pick? Okay, so I picked 20 of them. Here they are. Okay, and the next step was finding out what's in each one. What ETFs. So here are the list of all the ETFs in every single basket. I just went through the process of, first one is Tony Robbins, finding out that one. Next one is this whatever, filling out that one, taking out in account every single one. So there's about 30 different ETFs that make up all of the portfolios. I got the asset allocation in this grid right here. So in this, I got a grid of every single portfolio with its assets allocation. And then I find the average right here. And that's my final asset allocation right here. This is my final asset allocation. So I have that here. Here's all my portfolios, or all my ETFs now. And then here's the allocation. And then, the next step was just buying all this with the money I had. So, at the time I had $23,000. So that's what I did. And this is what my initial buy-in. I bought this much right here. Okay. So now I got my portfolio created, and that's that. I have to, readjust the asset allocation every now and then. And that's pretty easy to do. Here's the way I do it. For like 9/16/2021, I found the price of everyone. I found what my pre-shares was, and then I calculated the target shares. This is what I had to buy or sell from each one on that given day. So I had to buy 5 of VWO. I had to sell VTI of one. And here's my post shares. Here's my actual allocation. So this is just the process of asset reallocation. You do this whenever you feel like it. Maybe once a year. Not too often. You don't need to, but yeah, that's asset allocation. So, I think I have a rock star philosophy for investing. Doing what I did, finding all the experts, creating the scatter plot, finding the efficient frontier, collecting the best ones, finding each basket, what's in it, calculating the absolute average of all of them. You could even make it like, make this one weighted more. You could have a weighted average. I just chose to make them all the same. Each one is worth 5% of the portfolio since I have 20. But I think I have a rock star way of doing this. If you are inspired by this, I think you should do this on your own. Go to Portfolio Einstein, find them. Sadly, very sadly, this no longer has the standard deviation. So it once did. I mean, I just straight up copied this table and pasted it here. And you see standard deviation was there. So I'm telling you, this is something that is valuable. I got the standard deviation of all these portfolios. It doesn't exist anymore. I'm sure you could find each one if you just did your research, but this is very valuable to me now that standard deviation is gone. I mean, I'm going to continue just using this to create new baskets of portfolios when I have the money to create new investment accounts. So, yeah, this is an awesome plan. I hope you like it. I hope it makes sense to you. I hope it inspires you. Doing what I did, just collecting these ones. I think that's sweet. I'm not just putting all my eggs in one basket with one expert. I did my research. This is my research right here. And these are the best ones. So, all right. Well, thank you. I hope you like this. You have a good one. Take care.